All right, welcome to the cut update of the Wyndham Championship. First off, let's start with who's leading. Russell Henley leading after day one with a 62. Kept it going. Shot 64 today, and he's on top by 4 shots. He's doing really well. Speaking of being 4 shots back, there are 3 people. All have something of note about them. Sabatini did well in the Olympics, and he's keeping it going. Simpson is apparently super famous for this tournament. He named his daughter after it, which I had no idea about. If I had known that, I might have picked him. And the other one is Scott Piercy, who, as you can see, was 126th in the FedEx Cup before this tournament, which means, I mean, he needs to have something happen in order to make next week's tournament. And if you can remember, this tournament has been won at more than 20 under for each of the last 5 years. And look at how we're going. Someone's 14 under through 2 rounds. That's going pretty low. And there were 19 rounds of 65 or better in the first round, which is the second most ever in this tournament's history. So expect people to keep going low for the rest of the week. Now let's look at people who just made the cut. So the cut was 3 under, pretty low for a tournament in general. There's some guys who just about made it in. Look at some of these guys' final couple holes. Like, start with, I think it's Harry Higgs. Yeah, look at this. 5 birdies in the last 6 holes to make the cut on the number. That's crazy. Good for this guy. Also, Richie Werenski, not quite as good. 4 holes, last 5 holes, but still really nice. And then the other one was Russell Knox, who holed out for eagle on the 13th hole, and then made 2 more birdies to finish 4 under in the last 6 for a 63 to make the cut on the number. Pretty crazy what some of these guys are doing. As for my predictions, I was not really on it this tournament. Both of them finished even. Here's Mito Pereira, 3 over, 3 under, and Jim Herman, 2 over, 2 under. So they were trying to get back, but just wasn't enough for the second day. They couldn't make the cut, and both of them were going to miss the playoffs. I did look it up, and a bookie said Mito was an outside shot that might go off. So my idea was right, but he didn't really perform. So, oh well. If we take a look at the course, you can see that 10 holes are playing under par. Red means under par. So there are 10. So that's why everyone's going low. Everyone's playing really well. And check this out. The longest hole in the course today was the 14th hole, which was actually playing 534. This says 505. It was playing 534, which is longer than the longest par 5, which was the 5th hole, I think, which was playing 531. So the longest hole in the course was a par 4, which is kind of crazy. And which is even crazier is that par 5 has a lower average score through the first 2 days, 4.167, than the par 4 does, which is 4.279, which is crazy to me. That it's basically 3 par 5s. It should be basically a par 71. Or this should be the par 4, and this should be the par 5. I don't know. They're probably going to make this par 4 shorter the rest of the week. There are 34 eagles on hole number 5, which is more than the birdies on 14. If we go back to the leaderboard, Webb Simpson eagled number 5, as you can see here. He hit a 340-yard drive. It's super easy to get a long drive on this hole. And look, he has 179 in from there. What is? I can hit a 7-iron that far. What is this guy hitting? Probably a pitching wedge? No, just kidding. But probably something like that, right? He just hits it. He's at 18 feet, good shot, and then makes the putt. Are they even trying to challenge the players on this hole? I guess eagles are good for views, so they know what they're doing. Also, it was 90 degrees today. This says 83, but it peaked at 90. It could have been higher. I wasn't paying attention to this for all of it. I know it peaked around 90, so a lot of the guys were struggling down the stretch if they teed off later. Generally, the guys who teed off earlier did better today. Now, if you look at the FedEx Cup ratings, you'll see there's not really much change anywhere near the top. We're looking in this column right here for the projected if the standings stay the same. So if Russell Henley wins, he goes from 46th to 23rd place, which is not bad. He's getting in the top 30. That'll make the Tour Championship. But you see there's no single digits in this column. No one near the top is doing so well, which is, I guess, what you expect because people around mid 100s need to make the top 125. Like, look, the top guys right now: Morikawa, Spieth, Cantlay, Bryson, Justin, etc. They aren't really, you're not seeing them anywhere near the top of this leaderboard. I don't even know if some of them are competing. They were taking the week off. But there were some big names that missed the cut and missed the playoffs. Someone I want to highlight is Ricky Fowler, if I can even find him here. Oh, did I see him? Yeah, right here. He is going to be 135 after this because, where is he? Ricky, he was cut. He ended up +3. So he wasn't even close. And a stat I want to bring to your attention is he was first in strokes gained putting in 2017, right? And then he's 131st this year. And look, what was he, 135? So there's a strong correlation between putting and doing well in the FedEx Cup, doing well in general. And let's look at the stats for this tournament. The leader in driving distance, Jonathan Vegas, he's actually doing well. So he's putting it all together. But I just want to show you driving distance does not really matter because who's best in putts per green in regulation? It's this guy Ben Taylor, who I haven't heard of. Close behind him is Russell Henley. He's 1.45, which is kind of ridiculous. That's not really, you can't keep that up. Henley is 1.59 and he's winning. Why is Ben Taylor nowhere near the top? We can't really find him. This British guy isn't him. That's Justin Rose. Ben Taylor is all the way down here right next to Nick Taylor. That's kind of funny. But his driving accuracy is awful, frankly. It's under 40%. So that's why he can't do it. He has to punch out a lot. That's why he's not near the top. What place was he? Yeah, that's why he's 41st place. What else we have? We have Adam Hadwin driving it really well. But he's not really, he's tied for 32nd. He's doing okay. That's because his putts per green in regulation is 1.8. That's not bad. And look at him, he's 5 under. He's doing pretty well for himself. If he keeps this going, he'll do well. I'm sure he's still on the putting green right now. It's 10:30. He's probably working on it. If he gets that going, it's GG. He's winning. But Justin Rose is best for greens in regulation. He's right there. Let's look. Henley is nearly perfect driving accuracy, decent yards off the tee every time. Green in regulation, 3 out of 4. He's putting everything together. He has an eagle. He has a bunch of birdies. Only 1 bogey. That's pretty ridiculous. These guys are pretty bogey free. It's kind of cool to look at. So now, what should you look for over the weekend? In my opinion, based on the beginning of this video, I'm pretty bad at picks, but I'm still going to try anyways. I'm going to say Webb Simpson. This is like his favorite tournament. He named his daughter after. So there's no way he's playing badly over this weekend. Henley. I was watching him. Pretty much had a birdie putt every hole. So I can't see him being bad for the rest of the tournament. Those are my picks. I know these guys are easy to pick because they're right near the top. But I think whoever gets to 20 under first will realistically win. And right now it's looking like Henley. He's putting the pedal to the metal and not really holding off. So I would watch him. Maybe I'll make a pick. I'll see who you should watch for. Anyone near the cut maybe is not that motivated since they made the cut. Or like a guy that's close to making the playoffs you should watch out for, like Adam Scott. Oh yeah, the announcers, the commentators were freaking out over Adam Scott and how he's like just gonna make it. So Adam Scott's definitely gonna play well over the weekend. I could almost guarantee that. Lahiri probably 120th. All these guys. Duffner might make a run. Roger Sloan is pretty close. He'll probably go low on Saturday. I don't know. And just look at a guy. If he's under 150, you can put money on him. It'll probably be a good bet. All right. I think that's going to end it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.